We're live right now, right?
Yes, we are live. So thanks everyone who's watching this already. I'm Alina, I'm JobDoc Japan Ambassador. Thanks for joining our live session. We like to do this monthly, so we hope you like it. And I am currently working from home here in Mexico. So for today's topic, we're going to be discussing how to boost productivity while working from home, but I will not be sharing this alone. I have here with me my colleagues, and they're going to give you their best tips on how they boost productivity while being in a home-based positions. So before anything else, I'd like to welcome my panelists. So please put your hands together for Miguel. Hi, Miguel.
Hi, Alina. I'm Miguel. I'm from Colombia. I'm the social media coordinator. And in my breaks, I like to play video games.
Thank you so much, Miguel. Welcome. And now up next, we have Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining.
Hi guys, like Alina mentioned, my name is Teresa. I'm from South Africa and I'm a guide. And what I like to do during my breaks is practice my Spanish on Duolingo.
Thank you so much, Teresa. And up next, we have Andy.
Hi, Alina. Thanks for having me. I'm JobDoc's graphic designer. I'm from Mexico, and I like to play Minecraft on my after work.
That's great. Thanks, Andy. Welcome. And up next, we have Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Irina, and hi to everyone watching out there. My name is Valerie. I'm from Mexico. I'm JobDoc's digital marketing analyst, and what I like to do during my breaks is just to grab a snack with my family.
Thank you very much to our panelists. They just share with you what's their favorite things to do during their breaks or after office hours. So before we start, let us tell you that here at JobDoc, we help incredible people find amazing jobs working from home for businesses based in the US.
We also love doing these live sessions because this way you can get us to know a little bit more.
Learn about our company culture and get to meet part of the team.
Also, we get to answer your questions and interact with you.
And of course, we get to discuss relevant topics that might interest you and be useful before or during your application process or while working from home.
And here's a brief disclaimer. We don't ever charge any money to any of our applicants, so please keep an eye on that. And we also never ask for any background checks in the first stage of the application process. So please keep an eye on that. And also a quick reminder that after today's discussion of the topic, we'll be answering some of your questions that you have sent to us or that you comment on the comment sections on any social media channel that you're streaming this. So be sure to leave your question if you have any, or your questions if you have any, in the comment section below. So now let's start. On the past days, we have been asking through Facebook, LinkedIn, and even on Instagram, what are your favorite things to do while you're on your breaks or after office hours, like your hobbies, for example. So please stay tuned, because when we finish discussing today's topic, we will share the best responses that we received. So regarding today's topic, we know that more and more companies have been accepting that their employees start working from home, because this brings benefits to both the company and the employee. So however, it is the responsibility of the employee to have the right tools that help them achieve what they are required to do and accomplish the goals, and also boost their productivity. So today our panelists will be sharing with you some of their best tips and secrets on how they can help boost productivity while working from home here with JobDoc. So let's start, and I would like to know, Miguel, what's the best tip that you have for our viewers to help them boost their productivity during home office?
So the best tip I can give everyone is to reduce distractions. So from working from home, you need to avoid distractions to be focused. So no television, you have to put music that can help you focus, and tell your family, if you live with your family, to not disturb you. Also, if you have a cell phone, and you can put it on focus mode, that will not let you enter into apps like Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that. So that helps a lot.
Thank you so much, Miguel. That's a really, really good tip. And I know people are taking notes there in home. So thank you so much. And Teresa, how about you? Do you have any tip or recommendation for the audience on how they can boost their productivity while being in a home-based position like us?
So my suggestion would be to create a routine. So the key is to have a solid routine that you need to plan. So you can either plan your routine daily on a weekly basis, depending on how particular you are. And it's also useful starting your day with a to-do list so that you have that already written. And this will help you structure and keep track of your day. And be sure to get into a routine that is tailored to your working style.
You're totally right. Like I personally use that hack too. And if you want to implement this strategy too, like Teresa recommended, we recommend for you to use agendas, maybe calendars, a notebook, anything that might help you keep track of your daily to-dos. And that way you can create a routine just like Teresa recommended. So yeah, you're totally right, Teresa. Thank you. And so now for the next tip, here we have Andy. He will be sharing with you one of his secrets on how he boosts productivity while being in a remote work position.
Okay, one of the things that you can do to be productive is designating your workspace. You have to remember that working from home doesn't mean that you have to work everywhere or anywhere. You have to choose a permanent, or my recommendation is for you to choose a permanent place at your home for where you will work. It is wise to stay out of bed or avoid start working on your living room chair. But this does not mean that it has to be like really elegant or fancy. You just need to have a place where you can start working every day without investing so much money. This space has to be rich in light. You won't enjoy working in a very dark space, and it has to be very comfortable. Also, without a lot of noise, because this can lead for you to be distracted when you're doing your daily job. Consider a quiet area, of course, good lighting, and that transmits professionalism, for example. And yeah, of course, the professionalism will be if you will have to start a video call with a client, or it depends what you do. A closed space is always recommended, and stay away from noise, as I just suggested. A good internet speed. Always remember to find the best spot for you to connect and do meetings or video calls. That will be my recommendation, Alina.
Thank you so much, Andy. And yes, you're right. I think a good internet speed is even one of our requirements for when you're applying to any job offer here at JobDoc. So that's crucial. And also the importance of what you said, Andy, of working in a place where you can keep both a balance between comfortable and productivity. I think that's super, super important. So thank you so much for your tip.
No problem.
And now we have Valerie. So Val, do you have any recommendations for people that are watching us right now?
Yes, definitely. I think my recommendation is that you need to remember not to forget about socializing. That's super important. Socializing is important for your mental health, and it's also very important to boost productivity and creativity, because some people think that when you start working from home, you just stay in your house and you don't go out and meet other people. And that's definitely not the case. You should always go out with your friends, with your loved ones, with your family. And it is very amazing, especially due to the pandemic. Some hotels have made these special sections for you to, like co-working sections in their hotels for you to work with other people. And although it's very far away and you have your small room, you can take your breaks and talk to people and socialize, which is extremely important. So yeah, I think that would be my tip. Don't forget to socialize. You're not a hermit.
You're right, Val. I think that sometimes we tend to have this misconception on socializing being the opposite of being productive, but I think on reality they go hand to hand. I mean, like socializing helps you stay in a good mood, and anybody that's in a good mood, like you tend to do things a better way, and this helps a lot in the professional workspace, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So thank you very much. And well, these are the tips that our panelists, our team has for you to help you boost your productivity if you're in a home-based position. Remember that all the job offers that we have for you here at JobDoc, they're all home-based. So these are super important tips, and I hope you have this in a notes or something like that. So now, in relation to this last point that Valerie just mentioned about don't forgetting to socialize and don't forget to, take a break from work from time to time, and this might help you boost your productivity. This is why we asked you on past days to tell us what are some of the best things or your favorite things to do during your breaks or after office hours. So now, Miguel, if you can share with us some of the spinning wheels with the best responses that we received on our social media channels, and we can watch some of them.
Of course, Alina. I will do that right now. So let me share my screen. This is it. Can you see it all?
Oh yeah,
we can see.
I'm
So
excited.
we will spin the wheel and we will see what topic we have here. All right. So let me spin the wheel. And well, someone in there.
So much to talk about regarding that topic.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's funny because someone in there responded, "Pay my taxes." So there's a very productive person that likes to do very productive things, and that's the beauty of breaks. You can do whatever you like. But he paid his taxes so he could have time for whatever else he had.
You know what? I would recommend a less aggressive action for you to do on your breaks. But I mean, if you are up to the dates of your taxes, I think that's amazing. Because sometimes taxes can be a pain. And doing that on daily basis, like once a month, is really rewarding at a long time, you know? What you guys think? Alina, what do you think?
I think the person whoever responded this is a really responsible person, and we're proud of you. And you keep doing your thing. You're super right. You should all pay your taxes. Thank you so much. But I do agree that maybe you should try to relax a little and try to distract yourself from responsibilities, because that's what breaks are meant for. But you're doing great.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing this.
Yeah.
Should we move to the next one?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
The other one was, what do you like to do the most when you're in your break? Not the craziest one, but here they are. So let me check. Oh, where's my other one? Okay, so there we go. And this is a simpler one. And people, so someone played Far Cry, and that's a video game. And so people, and after the break, they like to sleep, they like to eat, they like to play music and stuff like that. Someone liked to play my Far Cry 5 specific, and he
have you played it, Miguel?
I haven't played that game. I played another game like League of Legends, and I do not recommend it. Do not play it. If you want to be happy, do not play that game. Yeah.
Too much stress. You know, I've heard about Far Cry, and actually there was like this discount in one of the platforms where I download games from like a couple of days ago, and I went to YouTube to watch it. And it kind of looks like an open world when you can create your own story, which is kind of fun, and you're in an abandoned or so-called abandoned island. So it looks kind of fun. I actually like those kind of games. So the guy who plays Far Cry 5, I say I will give it a try because I've never did before. So yeah, it's a good timing. It's a good activity to do afterwards. What do you guys think?
Well, I think that maybe you'd want to play a more mindless game, maybe like a car racing game, like what's this, Gran Turismo, or maybe like a Mario go-kart racing. You don't want to be playing a game where like it requires strategy and thinking, because you want to like decompress your game. But some people can decompress with a platforming game, so I guess why not? Each to their own.
Yeah, I totally agree. When we got Crash CTR for the Xbox,
I love that.
Yeah, every time I had a break, I was just running to play a race and then coming back, and it's fun. And it really.
You literally bring childhood memories to me talking about
Yeah.
CTR. Valerie, thank you so much.
Good
To me
times, yeah.
too. I will stop sharing right now.
Yes,
So
thank you, Miguel.
you're welcome.
Thank you
And
everybody
thanks
who took
everyone.
time. Yeah, sorry, Elena.
No, yeah, totally. Thank you so much, guys, for sending your responses. We love doing this kind of activities. We are expecting to keep on making some of these, and we had a really fun time looking at your responses. So I think the lesson here is keep paying your taxes, and Miguel doesn't recommend what was it,
League
Miguel?
of
The video
Legends.
League of Legends. Do not play it at all costs. You will be an unhappy person if you play it.
So thank you guys so much. And now it's time for us to answer some of your questions. So we'll start reading some of the things that you have sent to us, and we'll try to answer you gladly. So the first question that we have here is, I'll read it literally. It says, why did you send to my email other jobs? If I had already applied to the marketing assistant position, should I apply to these other job offers? Well, the reason you're receiving these kind of emails is because everyone that applies through our web forms, they're automatically added to our subscriber list. And what we do with our subscribers list is that we send weekly newsletters that include our recent blogs, our new weekly tea episode. And on Fridays, we include available job offers that we have for you. So don't worry if you already applied, you do not have to apply again to these other job offers if you already applied. However, you are very welcome if you would like to share with your friends all the job offers that we have for you if they're interested in something similar, in positions similar. So there you go. And we have other questions. So, hi everyone, do you pay or offer health insurance? So Valerie, can you help me answer this question?
Of course. So we don't really offer that as one of our benefits, but we're working on adding that to our job offers. So, just keep checking our newsletters and you'll have all that information once it is updated. And yeah, you'll be the first to know.
Thanks, Val. So we have another question here. Good morning. I wish you a great day. I want to know how is the process for application? Because I applied 4 days ago, but I don't have an answer. So Andy, can you please help me answer this question?
Sure thing. The first thing you have to do is to go to one of our social medias and apply, and I presume that you have already done that. And then you have to wait until one of our members contact you. And following with this, you're gonna get a link. I don't know if you have already gotten the link. It's a web form that you have to fill. Read it carefully because it's really, really important for you to follow each and every one of those instructions. Once you finish with this web form, you're gonna get an email. If I'm not wrong, you're gonna get it in between 4 or 5 days after you have filled your web form. In this one is gonna say if you pass to the next stage, and this stage they're gonna ask you for 4 different documents. One of those is your CV, another one is gonna be a cover letter, another one is gonna be an essay, a small essay, and the fourth one, and the most challenging one for some of our the people who are applying to our offers, is gonna be the 90-second video. Try to be as creative as possible. Was that your case, Alina?
Yes, it's my case. I always say that. I suffered with that, but it's worth it.
For me, it was the funnest part of the entire process. Once you are through these 4 stages, you still need to wait 4 or 5 other days for you to get a response. It can be a little bit longer some cases, so be patient. Don't say or don't keep to yourself that, oh no, I didn't get hired, because this is a long process and we have a lot of applications to consider, and we like to consider our applicants very carefully. The next stage is that you're gonna be scheduled a small interview with one of our team members. They're gonna ask you some questions, general questions about what have you been doing in your professional life, some specific questions you're gonna see, nothing to worry about. Just be sure that you are in a quiet place with good illumination, a nice plain background, and that your entire gear functions very good. You can speak through your microphone and your camera is well set. Then once you have this interview, if you are applying for a marketing position, you're gonna be asked to send your portfolio, which we actually are working. I don't know if it's already uploaded to the webpage, but we have been working with a resource that tells you a little bit how can you build a very nice looking resource, portfolio resource for you to check out. It's really important to you if this is just if you are applying for a marketing position. If you're applying for an administrative position, you're not gonna be asked this. Okay, the next part is that you sign the contract. You're gonna be contacted by your guide again, because through this entire process, you're gonna be contacted with your guide. Actually, now that we're talking, Teresa was my guide and she was a wonderful guide during my process. And she's gonna contact you for you to sign the contract. Once you have signed the contract and go through the entire contract with all the things that you need to ask, or the guide is gonna answer all your questions. Then you're gonna be scheduled the meetings with your clients, some interviews with clients that you're gonna be working for. And once that you have your interviews, if the client likes your profile and likes what you have to offer, then you get that position with your client, and then you start working properly with JobDoc. So that will be, I don't know if I missed something. Would you guys want to add something else? But that's basically our process. Thank you for asking, Dario Fernando.
Thanks, Andy, for that very comprehensive answer. And just to finish off on that, I just want to reassure that all our candidates that we will respond to you, would never be ghosted or left wondering whatever happened. So you will always get a response or feedback from us.
Yeah, so make sure you check your spam folder for that reason, because some of our emails tend to land in the spam folder, and just make sure you check it.
Yes, good catch, Paul. So let's move to another question. People are asking, do you offer part-time jobs? Miguel, would you like to answer this one?
Yes, I would like to. We offer only full-time jobs. With our clients, we only work full-time.
So we have another one. What are the positions available? And well, what's the procedure to apply? I think Andy already showed you about the application process, but well, what are the positions available? Teresa, can you help me with this one?
So most of our common positions include administrative assistant position as well as a marketing assistant position. But do keep posted on our website. If there's any other positions, we will definitely post them up.
Yes, you're right. So up next, hello everyone. What is the biggest challenge you face every day working from home in a marketing field? So Valerie, can you help me with this one?
Biggest challenge I faced working from home? Is that more or less the question? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I think for me, like, I don't live alone. So sometimes it could happen that I'm on a meeting and someone comes in and is like, hey, I'm gonna go buy something. Do you want anything? And I go like, oh, I'm in a meeting. That was a problem in the beginning. So we just had to figure it out. And then, like, in order for that not to happen, I was just closing my door when I was in a meeting and opening it when I was not in a meeting and I could be interrupted. So
that is so true, Valerie. That happens a lot. For me, it's a little bit different because sometimes the Wi-Fi in my area kind of malfunctions, but the people who I'm working with, they're very comprehensive when these things happen because they are beyond your command. So yeah, that's a bummer sometimes. but I get to get in touch with what's left of my work when I get the chance to get more Wi-Fi or back my Wi-Fi, you know. I don't know what you guys think. I think this is a good question for us all to answer, you don't you think?
Yeah.
For me, the biggest challenges at first was to communicate with others, like through different media, social media or stuff we got, like Click or whatever. At first it was intimidating, and talking was intimidating, but later you get it on, and it's really easy and really comprehensible.
Yeah, me too. I think mine is very similar to Miguel's. I was first nervous on, you know, how the teamwork was going to be, because in the past I've had some bad experiences in school and in previous jobs. But right here at JobDoc, I didn't have to like be nervous at all. This team is great. Everyone is super supportive and it's always there for you. So I really, that's one of my favorite things that I love the most about being here.
Definitely. I've basically got the same answer as Valerie, because I don't live by myself. So sometimes, you know, people will be walking past, answering phones. Like even in this live session, I am muting because my mom's cooking in the kitchen. I don't want you guys hearing the pots and the plates in the background. But again, having such understanding colleagues is such a bonus. So yeah.
Okay, thanks, team. So we have another question. It's in Spanish, but I think what you're saying is, Maria, it's asking if we have an office, but we don't. This firm is completely online. Everyone works from home. We don't have offices. We are not like based anywhere. We're not based in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, in Torre Alta. So that's not us. We're completely online. Everyone works from home. So please take an eye on that. We're only offering home-based positions. We don't have offices in anywhere. So we have another question. It says, do all JobDoc employees work for American companies only? So would anybody help me with this question?
Yes, I could. So yeah, most of the businesses are US based. So yeah, I would say all of them. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I never personally met somebody who worked for another country-based company, you know? It's mostly American companies.
yeah, not yet. All of the employees that you will be working with are American, are in the US. So yes. We have more questions. I have a question, guys. If I pass the interview, I automatically get hired. Teresa, would you help me with this one?
So no problem. So when you pass your interview, your first interview, that's with one of our interviewers. That's just one of the first phases, and then you have to get matched with the client first. Once the client approves your profile, then you get into that interview. And depending on which client it is, it could be a 1-round interview or 2-round interview. Some clients even require you to do assessments. And only once you pass the last round interview, do you get to you get confirmed your start date. So yeah, that's the answer to the question.
Thanks, Teresa. So we have another question. What was the most difficult step of the application process for you guys? I think I mentioned that for me, it was the 90 seconds video. So what about you guys?
I think for me, I think, yeah, it was the whole profile part of the application process, because I really wanted to, like, for the recruiters to remember me. So I had to put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, I think that was hardest for me.
For me, I think the video was the most time consuming because I made my video in 3 days. But this is just a personal case, you know. The essay is not that, it wasn't that easy for me as well, but I would say the video because of the time consumption.
I think for me, it was the first interview, because they have to record the interview session. So that threw me off guard. And there was this one out of the box question that also just completely threw me, but I managed to pass. So that was the most challenging part of my process. Yeah.
For me, it's the video too. I had I had to learn to edit videos that day, so that was challenging, but it was very fun. So I like that a lot.
Thank you for your question. And we have another one. What would you recommend in order to get a good work-life balance when you do home office? Andy, can you help me with this one?
Andy?
Or
Sorry,
Valerie?
I didn't.
Oh, I can do this one. For work,
Sorry,
no,
there was a delay. I'm sorry.
oh,
Can
no,
you? Well,
happens.
if you, yeah.
To get good work-life balance when you're doing home office, I think it mainly depends on you respecting your schedules and focus on finishing all of your tasks. And I think like working from home is very easy to get this work-life balance since you don't have to commute. So you start the day, I don't know, at 7. So you can wake up at 6:45 and you'll be ready to work. You can sleep a lot and you'll be rested. And then in the afternoon, you don't have to commute all the way back to your house. No. You just stay in your house. So you can immediately go with your family, or if you want to go to the park, you can just go. You know, it's very simple to get this work-life balance when working from home. Just remember to respect your schedules. Do not overwork, because that's not the point of working from home. You have a schedule. I think that would be my recommendation.
Yes. Thanks, Val. Thanks for asking. So, what kind of contracts do you offer? Teresa, can you help me with this one, please?
So the type of contracts we offer, as it was mentioned earlier, we don't offer part-time positions, so our contracts are full-time. So I don't know if if they require a little bit more details in terms of what kind of contracts we offer.
Yeah, if you need further or more specialized information, you can just send us an email or our DM or that kind of, like, we're always there to help. And okay, so we have more questions coming. Is there an age limit to apply? So Miguel, can you help me with this one?
There is not. You only have to be above 18, but there is not an age limit. So apply if you're, I don't know, any age. I will not say any age, but apply if you want. There's not any restriction.
Yes. So we have more questions. It says, do I need a high school diploma or degree to apply? Valerie, can you help me with this one?
Sure. So you do need a high school diploma. That's pretty necessary, but you don't really need a degree. The degree is optional. If you have experience and no degree, apply. If you don't have a degree and you don't have experience, well, that will make it harder, but you can still try.
Thanks, Val. So we need to clarify on the age limit. It is above 23 and it goes up to 60. That's the age limit. Just a brief clarification.
Yeah, and just to add on that, Alina, so the reason why we don't want to take anybody under 23 is possibly that you are studying. And again, as we mentioned before, this is a full-time job. So we can't accommodate anybody working half-time or because they've got classes and assignments to do.
Thanks, Teresa. Yes, you're right. So we have more questions. What are the most common questions you are asked in the first interview? So Andy, can you help me with this one?
Can you repeat, please, Alina? I was looking at the questions. I'm sorry.
Yes, no worries. What are the most common questions you are asked in the first interview?
Okay, so you get asked a couple of questions about where have you been working, what software can you use, for instance, if you are applying for a marketing position, how long have you been working for in the area that you are applying for, questions of that type, and a couple of interesting questions about how you solve problems, how do you prioritize your activities, or how do you do activities in a working environment, and yeah, some questions like that type. But mainly you have to focus on your working experience and how do you manage your time, how do you manage your tasks, and what can you do for the company, like in any other job interview. So don't worry about that, just go with the flow and be sure that you're saying what you or you're doing your full potential in those answers.
Thanks, Andy. So we have another question. For the marketing assistant position, we need a portfolio and what the portfolio should look like. Valerie, can you help me with this one, please?
Sure. Yes, for the marketing position after the interview, you will be asked to share with us your portfolio. And we have a resource on that, but it's still not available on our website. However, if you want it, you can ask directly to maybe email and we can send it to you. And well, which does your portfolio should look like? Well, that's very subjective. It's up to you totally. If you want to, you have to display your own creativity and your own personality, and that's what's going to make your portfolio unique and incredibly memorable for the recruiters. So keep that in mind. And if you want the resources, check it out. You can send an email. Just make sure it's organized, that you add only your best work, not adding everything. And that's it.
Yes, thank you, Val. So can you tell us the benefits that we offer? Teresa, can you help me with this one, please?
So the benefits we offer, besides working from home and working for such an amazing company, includes that you work with a very supportive team. Obviously, depending on the client as well, you do get performance bonuses as well.
Yes, and we also offer paid vacations, and we have a 3-period training, a 3-month training period, and yeah, those are some of the benefits that we offer.
And parental leaves.
Yes, you're right, parental leaves and sick leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. So what else do we have here? Let's see. What kind of tasks do you have to do in a job as an online administrative assistant? Can you give me an example? So, Miguel, can you help me with this one?
Yes, for administrative assistant, you should know how to organize the time of the employee you're working for, and you have to know how to use Excel and how to organize events and more or less stuff like that.
Thanks, Miguel. So we have another question. They're asking what? Sorry, Andy.
Sorry, Alina. I wanted just to add to what Miguel says, that it just depends on the client that you're working for. Some of them would want you to talk to clients. Some of them would want you to answer emails. Some of them will want you to do some extra administrative non-contemplated here activities. It just depends on what your client needs are. So the position is kind of open in that sense, and it just depends. That's one of the reasons why we do the interview with the client, because the client has some needs and you have some things to offer. So when you have this interview, he's gonna say, oh, I need somebody who does this, who uses Word, who uses Excel, for example. And if you match the desired activities that the client wants, they will hire you. So just to clarify that. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Alina, you can go on.
No problem. Everything is valuable information. So yes, thank you a lot. And okay, so they're asking us to please talk a little bit more about the company culture, like what exactly the work is about. So Val, can you help me with this one?
Sure. Our company culture. Well, we are the fastest growing outsourcing company in the world. And we have our core values that are our ABCs. That's attack your day, be incredible, complete the job, dream big, and an excuse-free attitude. Those are our core values, and we all live according to them. Well, we actually work and live according to them, I guess. And I guess another aspect of our company culture could be that we're all working together as a team. Like our objectives are all the same and we are all working towards them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But of course it comes along with so many other things, like we're always helping each other. It's super friendly to work here. Everyone's so nice and so kind, and anytime you need help, you'll get it. So yeah,
That's true. That's one thing that I would like to point out. This is my perspective, not JobDog's perspective, but the people working in JobDog are really nice. They always want to help you when you need it. So if you are hesitant to apply because of these, is this a real company? Because everybody asks that questions. People are always willing to help you during your process, during your time starting with the company, and during your daily work. So don't worry about that. People are really, really friendly. I said it like 3 times, but yeah, this is just my perspective, but I just wanted to add it to it.
Also, just to add on that, I think what makes people really, sorry about that, what makes people really tired at the end of a work day is that most people are working in very toxic environments, or they find themselves not getting the additional support they need. And I know with me, so I'm working in South Africa, and the end of my workday is 11:30 in the evening. But I don't feel as depleted. I just feel a normal kind of tired, but I still feel so pumped and excited because I work with such incredible people. Like they're really like a family, my virtual family. So really the environment here is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And remember that our mission here in JobDoc is to help you find incredible jobs working for US-based employers. Most of the employers are law firms. So yes, that might be the way you're directed on, or also owners of small businesses, but always in the US. So yeah, that's basically what you do. And you stay, like you work with them, you do their daily tasks, but working from home, from your home. So we have more questions. Is there a defined schedule or is it customizable? How many hours a day do we have to do? So who wants to help me with this one?
I could. So you can the schedule you with your employer, you arrange it if you need, but we usually work 8 hours. We have 1 hour of lunch and one 15-minute break in the evening and one in the morning.
Yeah, and it's normally we're normally it's the Eastern Standard Time from 8:30 to 5:30. So it's just like wherever you are, you kind of adjust to that time. But mostly you have to adjust to the time zone of the US employer. So yeah.
Alina, can I say something? I'm reading a comment here, like Maria is asking if this is a recording from Zoom or if it's live. And well, this is the proof that it is live, Maria. So for tuning in.
Okay, and adding to what Alina was saying, like after, we never, in some specific, like really specific times, your employee will ask you extra hours, but this is never the case. If you are doing it like on daily basis, this is wrong, because we always work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that's it. We never work on Saturdays, we never work on Sundays. So keep that in mind when you're applying, because we respect your hours, and after 5:30 EDT tops, everybody leaves and you could forget work until tomorrow. And that's a very important part of the culture. Work your hours, don't do extra hours, because no, that's not. Just in very, very specific cases, as I just mentioned. All right, just to clarify that.
Yes, you're totally right, Andy. And keep an eye on that. And we have more questions. Is this offered to everyone around the world? I think you're asking maybe if our job positions are offered to everyone around the world. So I don't know, Valerie, Andy, Miguel, Teresa, who wants to help me with this one?
Okay, well, okay. So it's not to everyone in the world. So we're hiring people from South Africa. We're hiring people from, Argentina, Honduras, El Salvador, as well as Mexico. So most of Latin America.
In Colombia.
And Colombia, yes.
Thanks, guys. So we have more questions. Do we have a virtual assistant posts that are available in South Africa? I mean, maybe if we have virtual assistant positions available in South Africa. So I think, as Teresa just mentioned, we do recruit people from South Africa. Andy, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, like 2 days ago, just opened a bunch of opportunities for South Africa. So go check it out, because they are totally available and you can check which one matches better your profile. So yeah, South Africa.
You're right. So we're receiving, this is not a question, but I'm having my Zoom interview in an hour and I'm so excited. Good luck for you. You'll do.
Best of luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
We'll be rooting for you.
Okay, we're reaching the end of the live session. Just a quick disclaimer once again, we never charge our applicants for any money in any stage of the application process. Never. So please keep an eye on that. Okay, so we have time, a little more time for some quick questions. Let's see. How long is the implementation process, and how do we know if we were accepted from Argentina? Can anybody help me with this one?
It's something that you have to talk to your client, because your client, once you're matched after the interview that you have with your client is going to ask you, when can you start? And you can like talk to your client about that. So it's between 3-4 days, maybe 1 week, just depends on your client.
Yes. Thank you. Well, that was it from us. We've reached the end of this live session. So I want to thank everyone for joining this live session, and thanks to my amazing team workers. So thank you very much, guys, for joining here, and we hope we clarified a lot of your questions and that you liked today's topic and the spinning wheels dynamic. And well, thank you so much. So let's say goodbye and thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much.